What is up, guys? It's Academy of Kicks here. Welcome back to another video. This is a unboxing. I guess it's already outside of the packaging box of the infamous Travis Scott Fragment Low Air Jordan 1. So I got this pair, again, replica version from AnpKick. And then the information will be in the video description. So this is the overall presentation of the box. What I first noticed is that this is in really great condition. A lot of the times when they're shipped from overseas, they lose structure of the box. There's a lot of damages, cuts, nicks, all of that nature, but you can see here that this box is in great shape right off the bat. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these together. Oh boy, okay. So here we are. Here is that Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Fragment that everybody is going crazy about. Now I must admit, this shoe looks incredible here in person. I'm not the biggest Air Jordan guy, specifically Jordan 1s. I don't know what the hype is about. I think, you know, it's an outdated looking model. There's a lot more modern styles out there nowadays, but had to get my hands on this for the YouTube so you guys could see one. So we're gonna go ahead and look at these, kind of review them together. What I noticed from some of the other Travis, not just necessarily Travis, but Air Jordan 1s that I've had in the past, is that the toe box should be a slim, low profile. As you can see here on this one, it does have that slim profile. Some of the other rep makers and factories out there have it where it's too bulky, where it kind of comes up this high, but you have a nice, good angle there. And a lot of people, you know, want to point out the qualities, the materials. A lot of different batches out there have different types of leathers, so we'll get into that here in just a minute. But again, here's go ahead and look at the right shoe, and then one more time at the left shoe. Now let's dive into the quality of the leather here. Here's the lateral side of the right shoe. If I press in, you can kind of see the leather quality. Some of the reps don't have a good angle here on this stitch, and then the last couple stitches should always be double or triple there, which AnpKick got accurate. The tumbled leather on the swoosh looks excellent and comparable to the authentic versions, and it even has the pink borders on the edge of it. Looking at the toe box, again, I've already pointed out, it's nice and slim profile. If we take out the shoe tree, we can test the rebound test of the toe box. So it should bounce back up like that on the authentic version. Looking at the medial side, the stitch does meet at the corner of the swoosh. I have seen a lot of various images of authentics and reps, and they're all inconsistent, so not a lot of them are going to be able to determine, you're not gonna be able to determine solely based on this stitch if it's an authentic or rep, because I've seen them both ways on both models. But I will point out, a lot of the rep models have this tool code here too far forward, so it should be behind this stitch right here, as you can see on the right shoe and the left shoe. They're both behind that stitch. Okay, now look at the stitch quality here of the heel. You can see double stitched. Let's look at the Cactus Jack logo and embossing. All the stitching looks nice and clean. A lot of the times you'll have inconsistencies with stitch count or accuracy of the stitch. And then that embossed logo is nice and deep. Looking at this side, the Air Jordan up top should be bold. The R here looks a little thin, but overall, good quality here. You want to make sure that each little wing feather here on the logo is connected. I think the other replica models have a low stitch count, but you can see that this one is a high stitch count. And then there's that Fragment logo. Another thing that's been inconsistent that I've noticed between the Authentics and the reps is this little spacing here between the Cactus Jack and the Air Nike Air branding. So sometimes they're gonna meet closer together like that. Sometimes there's a little space between, as you can see on this replica pair. And if we look at the inside of it, it should not have a whole lot of leftover trimming here after the stitch, so it should be small profile. You should be able to flip that up and read anything underneath this area right there. So they got that accurate. There's the inside logo, or I'm sorry, the tag, which looks accurate and crisp in my eyes. There's the insole. Let's go ahead and take a back peek of the stitching and back of the insole. So there's the good lines that you see from the glue. And there's a high stitch count in there. Another thing to talk about is kind of the swoosh level. It all kind of varies. I know even the authentic pairs based on the depth of them, but you want this to kind of be sunken in, and just as it's starting to rise here on the outside is where that midsole should meet. Lace bag is accurate. They're all laced and spun correctly there. And this swoosh looks accurate as well, just starting to rise here. The outsole, good texture. A little dirty there, scrub that off. Good star count. And then one more thing that a lot of reps do not have is the thickness of the midsole. So it should be really, really firm. There's the squish test. So if I squeeze really hard there, I'm not seeing any bulging underneath, just like the authentic pair. A lot of the reps are very, very thin, so you can squeeze here and you'll see it bulge underneath. So I also ran this through the Check app. They were not able to determine if these were authentic, so they failed the Check app, but they did pass a different app, which I'll put here in the corner so you can see that. And then I'll get you some B-roll on the outro here. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll have another video coming for you soon. Peace.